My people led astray by mainstream every day, by things we could see coming from a mile away. Oh yeah, I report news, chase money, stay clean. I'ma break down whatever's left for 2018. The elite execute plans, you dummies chase dreams.
Streets report out in the world order. Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. So in more news on this brewing war, World War III that's going on in the Middle East, you actually have on Friday the International Court of Justice, had actually ruled that Israel need to take every single measure that they can to prevent genocide against Gaza. Now, what fucking kind of ruling is that? Now, obviously, they've already gone the extensive route of murdering over 20,000 people. Like, I say this kind of sarcastically, but that's, these numbers are insane. Assuming that they are true, but from what our sources have seen, there seems to be corroboration on the numbers. But nevertheless, it doesn't look like their plan is to be friendly or listen to any rules put out by an ICJ, which is themselves not a nuclear arm holding government. So since then, you've actually had 373 Palestinians actually killed, reported to have been killed by Israeli forces. So that's just in the weekend. Here we are on Monday. That was Friday that they had that ruling. Now, in other news, though, in other related news, you actually have the United Nations and at least 12 other countries that actually agreed to stop giving aid to the UNRWA. What is that? This is the United Nations Relief and Work Agency, the United Nations Relief and Work Agency, which is basically a Palestinian aid organization branch of the United Nations or whatever. And they've been given, they've been essential in supplying aid to Gaza as well as in employing Gazans. Said to have currently be is the largest employer in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, in employing 13,000 people. But what Israel did, they actually accused 12 UNRWA members of actually being a part of Hamas and participating in the attack that took place on October 7th. Now, what was the response of some of these organizations? Of course, everybody was saying that this is inhumane. You're talking about a country or open door prison that's basically an open air prison that's basically on the verge of famine. And they're still denying them aid, which is going to prevent them from getting other people fed. Basically, you're preventing aid from going to them, and it's considered to be collective punishment. You even had the leader of the organization at UNRWA saying, using that verbiage, basically saying, to not go the collective punishment route in order to retaliate for finding out that these members were a part of the Hamas attacks. And you got to understand, they're using terms like collective punishment because collective punishment is considered a war crime. But if anything that this invasion has shown, or should have shown the logical person that's observing this shit, is that Israel and the United States don't give a fuck what the rules are. So that really shouldn't matter, but at least it's on record. Now you have that going on. UNRWA also went the extent of firing 9 of their employees. So it may even be some truth there, but again, we still gotta do the research on who did these attacks, because there's a lot of rumors swirling around social media and the internet that's saying that Israel and the United States have actually helped this October 7th attack take place. I guess giving Israel a reason to invade the Gaza Strip, maybe not. I hope you could. I'm saying blatantly what it is that I think and what is actual facts that are presented through our news outlets and corroborated stories. So definitely, man, stay on your square, y'all, because this is getting sticky. Green Wall and Graduation
Plans by corporations, the racial healing. Wanna know where the money's going? To hate like Candace Owens. You need to have some companies from where the money's flowing. They do get millions in donations, but remember that number 2. They bread don't go straight to the Democrats. People out here faking like that's true, cause the donation platform that they using is that blue, which favors Democrats campaigns, but you still mistaken, cause it's open to all.